It was a moonlit night, the full moon casting an eerie glow through the curtains of my bedroom window. I could feel a strange energy in the air, as if something supernatural was about to unfold. Little did I know I was about to experience a terror beyond my wildest nightmares. My parents had left for the evening, attending a late-night event, leaving me alone in our old creaky house. At first, I was excited at the prospect of having the entire place to myself. I could watch movies, eat snacks, and stay up late. But as the night grew darker, my excitement turned into a sense of unease. I tried to distract myself by playing video games, but each flickering light and shadow made me jump in my seat. The sound of the wind rustling through the trees outside made me shiver, and every creak and groan of the house seemed magnified in the silence. Unable to shake off the growing feeling of dread, I decided to seek solace in my bedroom. As I climbed into bed, I pulled the covers tightly around me, as if they could shield me from the unknown horrors lurking beyond my door. The sound of footsteps echoed through the hallway, and my heart skipped a beat. I knew I was alone, so who could be walking outside my room? The thought sent chills down my spine. My mind raced with terrifying possibilities, conjuring up images of ghosts and monsters inching closer to my bedroom door. Suddenly, a faint scratching noise emerged from the walls. It was as if someone or something was desperately trying to get in. Panic consumed me as the scratching grew louder and more persistent. I pressed my hands over my ears, trying to block out the terrifying sound, but it only seemed to intensify. With trembling legs, I mustered the courage to investigate. I crept out of bed and tiptoed towards the door, my heart pounding in my chest. As I turned the doorknob, the scratching grew louder, sending shivers down my spine. The hallway was enveloped in darkness, the only source of light coming from the moon filtering through the windows. Each step I took felt heavy and slow, as if an invisible force was trying to hold me back. The scratching grew louder, guiding me toward its source. I followed the eerie sound until I reached the attic door. It stood before me, old and worn, like a portal to the unknown. With trembling hands, I slowly pushed it open, revealing a set of creaky stairs leading upward. As I ascended the stairs, the air grew colder, and a chilling breeze swept through the attic. Moonlight spilled through a small window, casting long, eerie shadows across the floor. My eyes fell upon an old, dusty chest nestled in the corner, as if waiting for my arrival. Driven by a mixture of curiosity and dread, I approached the chest. Its rusty lock stared back at me, as if daring me to uncover its secrets. With a shaky hand, I found an old key hidden nearby, and it seemed to fit perfectly into the lock. As I turned the key, the attic seemed to come alive. Shadows danced and twisted, and a cold presence enveloped me. The lid of the chest slowly creaked open, revealing its contents: ancient artifacts and a weathered journal. With trepidation, I reached for the journal and began reading its entries. Each page revealed a chilling tale of supernatural encounters and dark forces. My heart raced as I delved deeper into the stories, losing track of time and reality. Suddenly, a blood-curdling howl shattered the silence, snapping me back to the present. Fear paralyzed me as I realized that I was no longer alone in the attic. The full moon's light revealed a horrifying sight. A creature, part human and part wolf, stood before me, its eyes glowing with a menacing hunger. My body froze as the werewolf advanced towards me, its growls echoing in my ears. I desperately searched for an escape, but the attic seemed to close in around me, trapping me with the monster. The creature lunged, its claws reaching for me, and I closed my eyes, awaiting my terrifying fate. But just as the werewolf was about to strike, a sudden burst of light flooded the attic. My parents had returned, sensing the danger that had befallen their home. With a swift motion, my father pulled me away from the creature's reach, and my mother brandished a silver amulet, forcing the beast to retreat. I collapsed into my parents' arms, trembling and grateful for their timely arrival. The attic returned to its dormant state, and the moon's influence waned, as if the nightmare had never occurred. It was a night I would never forget, a night that taught me the true meaning of fear and the importance of never underestimating the power of the supernatural.